Welcome back. Well, cyber attacks are increasing across the country. Hackers targeting transportation systems and a major meat supplier. Coming on the heels of the Colonial Pipeline attack that crippled the gasoline market, forced ransom payouts. Centennial Chief Security Advisor and former Senior Advisor for the U.S. State Department of Anti-Terrorism Assistance Program, Morgan Wright, is here to discuss that. Morgan, it's great to see you. Thanks very much for being here. What are your thoughts on what we're seeing recently with this spike in ransomware?
You know, Maria, this has been going on for a long time. You know, about a year ago, I said, this is we've got a global pandemic with COVID. This is now rising to the level of a digital pandemic with ransomware. And it's going beyond just targeting underfunded things like under-resourced schools, small companies. We are now targeting things that only nation states used to be able to target, things like our critical infrastructure, like the Colonial Pipeline, like the power grid that happened in Ukraine, and now meat supply. I mean, food is one of the things you need to have a stable society. And when you start attacking things like that, you start taking the place of a nation state. And the problem is it's very difficult to invade a criminal group, but these groups are operating in countries that are adversaries to the United States, for example, Russia.
So what should the U.S. be doing about this? I mean, there was a lot of conversation after the ransom payment was made with the Colonial Pipeline hack. Should American companies be paying the ransom to get their infrastructure back online?
Personally, at SentinelOne, we say no. The research we've shown shows that you end up becoming a bigger target the minute you start paying ransomware. You
Right.
get targeted again. The best thing to do is we've got to take a lesson from Elon Musk. Elon said, why can't we just reuse rockets? Well, my point is, why are we responding to these things? Why aren't we stopping them dead in their tracks? The technology is available. We do it all the time. Other companies do it all the time. We stop these things, even with novel exploits called Zero Day, which has been used, like in the New York MTA hack, that just came to light. So these things, it's possible to do this. But Maria, what it takes is a mindset. We've got too many publicly traded companies, especially, that are more worried their business plan is just a collection of 90-day strategies as opposed to where do we really need to invest. Cybersecurity has always been seen as a cost center, not as a way to enable profit. Till we change the thinking and start investing more. And by the way, the budget needs to have more money for folks like CISA, the Cybersecurity Infrastructure Security Agency, part of DHS. We've got to have more funding on technologies and identifying these actors. But Maria, at the end of the day, these bad actors are operating in countries that we have no extradition treaty with, and we have zero chance between China, Russia, Iran of ever getting them into a U.S. courtroom.
Well, I think this is so important that you mention this, because here we find ourselves in a situation where these hackers are coming from Russia, and the Russian government is trying to make it appear that they have nothing to do with it. And I mean, if you've got hackers in Russia shutting down a meat processor across the U.S., shutting down an oil pipeline across the U.S., is it even possible that the Russian government is not aware of what's going on in its country in terms of these hackers?
You were just in your previous segment talking about Vladimir and how he's the world's richest guy. You don't get that kind of wealth without knowing exactly what's going on inside your country. They are implicitly allowing this to go on. In other words, the enemy of my enemy is my friend. This is why you'll see many gangs like this, like the one that did the latest hack on JBS. It's called Revil. The one before that was called Darkside. But these ransomware gangs, they operate out of countries. You remember, we got Yemen to kick Osama bin Laden out because he was a main actor in terrorism. We were trying to do the same thing to Pakistan. We've got to start holding countries responsible for the bad actors inside those countries. By the way, the Internet Research Agency, the little Russian agency that was in the middle of the 2016 election, guess what? They operated out of Russia, too. Russia has become an epicenter for this aggressive actions in cyberspace. And if we don't hold the country responsible, we have zero chance of holding the gangs responsible.
So are you expecting this to come up between the one-on-one with President Biden and Vladimir Putin happening?
Absolutely, it better. In fact, I just read some recent articles, too, before we came on air, looking at what some of the things are supposed to be done. But I'll tell you what, Vladimir Putin being the consummate, game player he is, I half expect to see some kind of an arrest, I use air quotes for that, some kind of an arrest to say, hey, we're doing something about that before this summit. But otherwise, they'll continue to operate with impunity because guess what? We're not doing anything to them.